All right, guys, so today is a huge day here. So I'm actually sitting at the cell phone lot at DIA, and my dad is flying in today so that we can start our journey across country. But what he doesn't know is that I'm picking him up from the airport in the Thunderbird. When we talked yesterday, I told him that, I'd gassed the car up and had everything ready to go. So I think he believes that since the car's gassed up and ready, that I'm not going to come pick him up in it. And this is going to be the very first time that he has ever seen the car. Like you guys, he's seen it, in pictures and video, but he's never seen it in person. We're going to surprise him here at the airport in just a minute. All right, we just got the text, so let's go pick him up. Up to the airport now. Let's see if we can find him and surprise him. Okay, all right, we ready? Yeah. Oh, this is sweet. So this is the longest drive that I've taken the car on. Really? Yeah. That's kind of one reason why I wanted to drive it today was I figure, we're heading across country tomorrow in it. Yeah. I should probably drive it more than about 20 miles at a time. So yeah, this was the longest that I've driven the car. I have to say, it's been kind of fun driving it. So I pulled the new car in the garage, and it's literally half the size of this one.
I'm sure.
Alright, so we're about to start the epic journey across the country with Dad in the 66 Thunderbird. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Well, we've hit our first hiccup already, so we're about 5 miles in, and the brakes, if you're just lightly pressing on the pedal, it's fine, but when you press down hard on it, the vacuum goes away. It's like it's got a leak in the assist. But as soon as you lift your foot back up, it comes back again.
Is that loose?
I don't know, I can't really tell.
No,
Not really.
not really.
That's on okay.
It's on the bar.
And we got brake fluid. Just make sure. So this just pops. Yep, got brake fluid.
No, I just think the assist is going away.
All right.
And take your foot off of it, and it builds vacuum again.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, we still have brakes, so we're not going to worry about it. We're going to keep going.
Absolutely.
I've made our first fuel stop. We're in Trinidad, Colorado. We've got 143 miles and 13 gallons. It's gonna be a long trip. Texas! Yeehaw! We're on the way and we're somewhere north of like Las Vegas, Nevada, Las Vegas, New Mexico, and the car started making a horrendous racket, like valve ticking, sounded like a rod knocking. I mean, it was bad. And so we pulled into this little service station and let the engine cool off, and it looks like it's 2+ quarts of oil low. It's not smoking, and when we decided to go ahead and get some lunch, and came back and there's a pool under the car and it looks like it's blown out a rear main seal. So as long as we can keep oil in it, I think we're going to keep going. So fingers crossed that we're able to keep enough oil in it. coming along Route 66. There's I-40 over there. Service station.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the pump. There's the Cadillac Ranch. You can see that. And sadly, we're not going to stop this time. We're tired and hungry, and we're just going to go get some food. So this brings to close the first day. We made it about 500 miles, and we ended up foregoing the Cadillac Ranch. I mean, we were tired, we were hungry. So we're going to head over to Big Texan, get some food, find a hotel, crash. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright, so we're about to start day 2. We've got the car full of oil and checked the gas, and I never thought that would be something that we would need on this thing. But we're actually getting better mileage as we go along. So our first tank of gas was 11 miles a gallon, second tank was 12, and this one's past one was 13. So it's getting better. The car, you know, before too long we'll be getting almost decent gas mileage. So on our way to Groom, Texas. How cool is this? I think this is the oldest Phillips 66 in the state of Texas. So this one was the first Phillips 66 retail outlet in Texas from 1928. And it is a cottage fashion and is sometimes called a dollhouse Phillips. This was the first one built outside of Oklahoma. It was renovated in '92 and is maintained by Texas Route 66 people. Tribute to barbed wire, the Devil Rope Museum. and welcome to Shamrock.
Population 1910. That is so cool. Well, happy birthday again, Betty.
Thank you.
Take
Y'all
care.
have a good trip.
Okay. Oh, I love the old Chevy Wrecker. Oh, dude, I totally want one of these things. Oh yeah. Do you think we could get this one running and take it home with us?
If we're quick.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, there's a Tesla charging station at the Shamrock Inn. Yeah, do you think that'd be a good like tow vehicle?
Oh God.
Just as it is? So you drove something like this in the Army?
Yeah, when I was in the 306 Field Hospital. Hurry up. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Wonderful.
Some little buildings also. You
Yeah.
can take.
Thank you so much. I guess this is the way we go. Transportation Museum begins here. You go hop in and drive your pink Cadillac down the road?
Yeah.
Now this is my kind of ride right here, the Indian Chief. If I had a dream motorcycle, vintage motorcycle, this would be it. What was this? The shifty vampire on drugs?
Oh yeah. I was a member of the Fisher Body Craftsmen's Guild.
Really?
Yes, I was.
That's so cool.
Send your design in, and if you won, you know, to the right.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah. That's your car.
the color.
Yeah. That's your car, except the
Mine's a Roadster.
yours is a Roadster. He just came from Tucumcari.
Yeah.
So Dad just told me the other day that he has got the hots for a Studebaker GT Hawk white with red interior, and lo and behold, guess what they have here? They have a white GT Hawk with red interior. That is beautiful. What do y'all think? Should we work on trying to find one for him? I think we should. Is this a road grader that was used to help build Route 66 in 1926? How cool. Okay, so the guy on the back is steering. Is it? Almost looks like he's steering left and right. And yeah, controlling the pitch of the blade. What's this say? Manufactured by the Galleon Iron Works and Manufacturing Company, Galleon, Ohio. So a quick update on the car. We're having this kind of intermittent misfire, and we noticed it first going up hills. It felt like it was just kind of running out of power, and then it'd start chugging. And I think it may be mostly related to the lifter bleed down issue that we've had. So this morning the car was running beautiful. We stopped to get some fuel. The lifter bled down, which it had done before, and this time it didn't bleed back up. So we drove it for a while and then stopped and put some seafoam in the engine, and after another half hour or so, the lifter popped up, and we stopped in El Reno to fill up again, and really running bad. I mean, misfiring, barely idle, chugging pretty bad. But we filled up and we decided, we're going to try and diagnose it with a cold engine versus, trying to do all of this with it hot. So we topped the oil off, filled it up with fuel, and rolling down the road, and we got maybe, 5 miles or so before the 10 miles, before the lifter popped back open again, or filled up again. So I think we're just going to continue carrying on and keep pushing, see how far we can go.
I think the misfire is improved a little bit too.
Good.
And I don't feel it as strongly in my foot as I did when we first started.
Awesome. So we'll keep pushing on. We're going to try and make it to Sallisaw, Oklahoma tonight. Cool. This is Tinker Air Force Base.
Oh man, that's a big old bar.
Oh man. B-52 and the B-1 or a B-2. We've had another casualty for the Thunderbird along the way. Sadly, at the last fill up, the gas cap decided that it was also going to not survive the cross-country journey. So we're now at brake booster, lifter, many dinosaurs, and a gas cap. Definitely tell we're getting closer to the south. It's a lot more humid and it's a lot more green.
Yep.
All right, so we made it to Sallisaw. The car is not running great. It's got a pretty bad misfire in it that you really notice it at idle. The engine's kind of chugging along, but once you get up to about 65-70 miles an hour, it actually seems to smooth out a good bit. The lifter issue kind of fixed itself. already, and so we put some like sea foam in the engine in, where was it, McLean, Texas, I think, and that seems to have fixed itself. So that's a bonus. But we're pretty tired. We're beat. It's 2 solid days of driving. We've gone 915 miles so far. So I think we're gonna get some dinner, crash, and then look at the car when it's cold in the morning. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so it's the next morning, day 3. We're gonna take a look at the car and see if we can figure out what the misfire is. Probably just pull a plug or two and see if we can find something obvious. Otherwise, we're just gonna fuel it up, top up the oil, and head towards Memphis.
Looking in the way.
It's better to not have an extension, and this is the big socket, so we'll need the big one.
You did say that, didn't you? Yep.
Get to this. Not crack a plug.
Yeah, that would be
bad.
Well,
since we couldn't really find anything, we're just gonna fill it up with gas and head to Tennessee. All right, just crossing into Arkansas. Almost there. We've got one more state to go, and we'll be back in Tennessee. Sign for Memphis.
Yep.
Made it to Memphis. So we accomplished our goal. You know, back in February we set out a plan to find a 64 to 66 Thunderbird, preferably something like a barn find, and go through it, show the process of getting it up and running, just so that we can give it to Dad here and he can enjoy it. Over the last 3 days, we've covered 1,200 miles, seen some amazing things, gotten to drive on Route 66 for a good portion of it, and just overall had an amazing time. I can't say thank you enough for following along on this journey with us, supporting us, and just giving us all kind of encouragement. I want to thank Dad for the opportunity to go through this and get to experience this Thunderbird. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. That's going to wrap up this project. We've got some exciting new things coming up on the channel, so make sure to stay tuned. We'll see you later. To do a quick morning after update on the Thunderbird. It looks like we've had another murder scene. It decided to puke ATF out somewhere, so now we get to look and see where that's coming from. Hopefully it's something simple and not like, you know, it decided to lose the front seal on the transmission. So we'll take a look at it and figure it out.
Trash now.
So we figured out this is number 8, and that sucker's not been firing for a long time. So now we have to figure out why it's not firing. Alright, so we cleaned up the plug. We're going to try and fire it up. So it'll be 3 or 4 pumps and then... Yep. Sounds better. I mean, it's still a little rough. And I hear a lifter tick just a touch. We didn't check the oil after we drove 125 miles. Well, with all 8 cylinders firing, she's running good again. Now to fix the murder scene. Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick fleet update. So the Model A is running great. You saw in the last video we just replaced the front motor mount, and that seems to be working really well. Not really anything significant to do on this one. It does still have a little bit of a drip on the fuel shutoff valve, so we've got to fix that. But otherwise, that's just enjoying it and driving it. I mean, it's just a cool old car and seems to be running pretty well. So nothing really significant going on with the Model A. Coming over to the Ranchero, next big steps for it. So it just got power brakes and it's still running drums right now, but we're going to upgrade to front discs pretty soon, and that should really help this thing stop. And then the next big upgrade for it is we're looking at doing a Holly Sniper fuel injection system with the computer controlled distributor as well, and that should really just wake this car up and make it a whole lot more drivable. And when it comes to the Thunderbird, well, you've seen enough of this car for right now. There's going to be some future updates. We'll keep you guys posted on the status of the transmission leak and the lifter, and any big changes that go on with this one. But for the time being, I think Dad's just going to enjoy driving it. So just wanted to give you all a quick update on what all has been going on with some of the other cars in the Auto Anatomy fleet.